My bass brethren, I am here today with something a little unusual, a little project of mine. About a month ago, I picked up this 1974 ash body Fender Telecaster Bass body off of eBay, and I've been sort of mulling over how I was going to assemble this, what parts I would use, and then I had a brainstorm, a wonderfully evil plan. Some might not like it, but it was very cost effective. What I did was I took my surf green Vint Era 2 Telecaster bass and turned it into a part stoner for this. The parts fit amazingly well. I mean, so that gives a really clear indication of how close the Vint Era 2 is to the original 70s Telecaster bass. But I'm really happy with how this all turned out. The only real difference I could find during assembly was the neck pocket on the 70s bass is maybe a 32nd deeper. So the micro tilt adjustment comes in pretty handy for installing the Vint Era 2 neck onto the 70s body. But as you can see, it looks great. Came out really well. It was one of the easiest builds I've ever done. I didn't even have to break out the soldering iron. It sounds like a tele bass ought to. I think Fender did a great job with the new Vint Era 2 wide range humbucking pickup, and I think you would be very hard pressed to find a difference between the Vint Era 2 pickup and an original pickup. But here's what it sounds like. It's big, it's beefy, it's wild and woolly, but it's got a little top end sprinkled on top. So it's not like a Gibson EBO where you get all foghorn. So let's hear what she sounds like. Sounds great, really. It's very Gibson-like in its sound, though. The notes on the upper register, they leap out. Very Gibson-like. It's ironic that Fender produced one of the most Gibson-sounding basses in the early 70s, when clearly the Gibson EB series pickups with the big mudbucker, the sine wider, was going out of style. And people were focusing on a more clean sound. So for Fender to come out with this was really kind of it was an interesting choice, but I'm glad they did. These basses were ignored for a long time. I remember in the 80s, 90s, even into the 2000s, you didn't have to pay a lot for one of these, and now they're in the $3 to $4K range, and if you find a rare color, maybe even more. A good serviceable one with some player wear should cost you about between $2,600 and $3K. But I picked up this body as a project, and it worked really well using the Vint Era 2 70s Telecaster bass as a part stoner. Now, sometime down the road, if I find a 70s neck, I'll put it on here and sell this neck. I'm making money again. It's awesome. But there's really no need. Everything fits great on this bass, and it works fantastic. I'm very happy with the results. So, until next time, my friends,